the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. He'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll look deep, left sideline. That is brought in. And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Dak gonna put it up right away. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the play fake, Dak. Open man is Pager, the tight end. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Prescott again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. 3rd down coming up. Here's Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 47. It was 1 and 54. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. Play action now. Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Steelers. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They'll stick with him again. Finds an alley to the 35. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, Prescott. That's complete. It's Metcalf. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. We are through one. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City. Prescott on first down. That's taken in by Cager. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A tight end in motion now. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd down and 9. Jackson looking to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. No motion over Flowers. It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and 9. Back to throw, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Jackson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Kill! Yeah! Here we go! 26! 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Dak gonna throw it here on first down. That one is snuffed out. Gonna lose yardage. Back to the 3. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. The Steelers gonna use one of their timeouts. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Yeah! Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Back near his goal line, Prescott. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 55 yards on the game.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Open man is Cager, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, check.
Trying left side, and here's Harris. Yeah, and he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Jackson now to throw on first down. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Oh, we changed it.
A first down throw for Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. In motion comes Andrews. Second down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third down, 3 to go.
Oh, we changed it.
Again, it's Jackson. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Single going to 53. Single 47. Everyone kill. 26.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Higgins sent in motion. On first down, right back to Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go, 46, 40. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That is caught, finding Higgins. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Jackson now on 2nd down. Checking it down. This one is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jackson up top again. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air one more time with Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They motion the slot man left. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Kill. What do you think?
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. A pass taken in by Harris.
You just don't see a lot of running backs given the chance to make those sort of plays, especially against double coverage. But he continues to come up big for his quarterback. He's going to continue to give him every shot in the world.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the book. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
Kill. 47. We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. 2nd down and 3. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Now Jackson. Oh, he coughs up the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Another run here with Harris. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Back to throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
A tough spot here. Third and long. A run with Dillon. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Wow, he took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A first down throw for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Now, Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raven first down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Second down, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 7. Here comes Allen. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
On the give, it's Harris. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10. Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Again, it's Jackson. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to fight forward Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. They'll run here. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens back within 7. It's 35-28. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll try the right side now with Harris. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 46. Yeah! Here we go. 26.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A run with Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.